Good morning, and we're here from the San Diego International Auto Show. I'm Sean Hogan, Executive Manager at Mossy Nissan, and we have a great, exciting lineup to present to you today. I want to start you right over here. This is the new Nissan Kicks. I'm going to call it Atomic Orange today because I don't know the exact color, but it's a great color. And this is the first time in 8 years that Nissan has launched a new segment, and the Nissan Kicks, with all the technology that it comes with, Apple CarPlay, Android, is going to be a fantastic seller in this CUV lineup. Look at that. Look at the roofline. Do you see the roofline? How it fades the black into the orange. We'll get a shot around the front. It's good looking. So Nissan is not first in this segment, obviously, but they're going to be the best. They took a little time to make sure that this vehicle is exactly right, and we're excited to have it in our lineup. Look at the V-Motion grille, matches the whole Nissan family. A lot of space in there. While they haven't released pricing yet, I hear it's going to be very aggressive, and it's going to come in right under the Rogue Sport, which we see that starts around 23. Now you're going to follow me over here because I want to show you guys the new Leaf. Come on. Now, looking at this vehicle, you wouldn't even know it's a Leaf if you knew the previous generation. This vehicle is sexy. They have designed this thing, completely redesigned it, and guess what? Up to 150 miles in range. A new motor, right? So it's a 110 kilowatt motor, so it's fast. And guess what? You can drive this vehicle with just one pedal. So here at the auto show, Nissan is more transforming from a manufacturer of cars into an intelligent mobility manufacturer, because they're designing their vehicles to provide you with an experience, let's say in your morning commute, that's one of relaxing and safety instead of stressful. And the Nissan Leaf embodies that. So starting with the front, if you look at the V-Motion grille and you look at the vehicle, and you see how good looking it is, it encompasses a lot of technology. So this vehicle will actually have predictive braking. So as a normal consumer, you're going to look at the car right in front of you. Well, this car is looking at the car ahead of that car. And if they see something, the eye sees something that you don't see, it's going to actually apply the brakes for you. So without you even noticing, let's say you look down just for just a quick second, Nissan's going to save you, and they're going to jump in and apply the brakes for you. And then we go to the ProPilot, right? What's a ProPilot? Well, how I'd like to describe the ProPilot is, I don't know if anybody out there has seen the new Star Wars, but everybody knows the droid, right? The droid helps the guy fly. Okay, well, that's what the ProPilot does. So the ProPilot works like a droid, if you will. So the ProPilot will keep you within your lane, and as long as you keep your hands on the wheel, it'll actually keep you centered. The ProPilot is going to speed up. It's going to slow down. It'll even bring you to a full stop. So if you can imagine sitting in your car, not using your pedals, lightly touching your wheel, and your car's driving itself. Now that sounds like a relaxing morning commute. And all with the Leaf, since it is all electric, you'll be in the HOV lane. So hopefully no traffic. But if it is, the ProPilot's going to take care of it. Okay, so enough talk about the ProPilot and all the technology. Let's take a look inside this vehicle, because it is all redesigned and the interior is incredible. Nissan is taking a vehicle and the passion for the car, mixing it with the technology, and people need to come down to the auto show and take a look at this vehicle before it's available in showrooms. They can actually reserve now. Oh, by the way, if you reserve now online at nissanusa.com and you select Mossy Nissan, they'll even give you a free Apple Watch at delivery. Not bad, right? Free Apple Watch. Or for those of you who are not Apple, I believe there's an Android gift or some other gift that's going on right now as well. So go on nissanusa.com, select Mossy Nissan as your delivery dealership, and get your free gift. Pretty, right? Amazing. So even more technology with this vehicle, beyond ProPilot, the around view monitor, the pedestrian alert, both front and rear. So it's watching out for pedestrians because it is ultra quiet. So if you can't see them in the rear or you can't see in the front, the actual vehicle will apply the brakes for you so you don't hit anyone. Like I said, it's like having your own droid. Who wouldn't want their own droid? That technology, even though this is our latest vehicle, is available still on our other models. Take a look at the new Rogue. Let's take a look at the new 18 Rogue. This is the Rogue SL Platinum Edition. Has a beautiful interior, but beyond that, it's got some of the same technology features that it shares with the Leaf, with all the safety shield, including the ProPilot. So I told you all about the ProPilot that's in the Leaf and what it does, and it's your own droid. Well, in real life, I was asking one of the product manufacturers, and I said, hey, this vehicle is so nice to drive. What happens if I fell asleep? Because I could almost fall asleep. It's doing everything for me. Or what happens if it's on this imaginary cruise control and something happens to me, like a medical issue, right? I mean, real world issues. Now check this out. This is amazing, okay? So let's say I fall asleep. It happens all the time, right? People fall asleep behind the wheel, okay? Once I take my hands off the wheel, or it senses that I'm asleep, okay, what it's going to do is it's going to judder the brakes. So it's going to pulsate the ABS system. Now, as I'm talking to you here, that doesn't sound like much, but if you were sitting in the vehicle doing, say, 65 miles per hour and the brakes pulsate, it does not cause a safety issue, but it's going to jolt that vehicle and wake you up, right? And I said, okay, that's pretty amazing, right? So now what happens, let's say if I had a medical emergency, okay? So first it's going to pulsate the brakes. If I still don't wake up, okay, then it's going to sound off a siren. Yes, like a siren in the car. Nobody can sleep through this siren, okay? After that, it's going to sense and say, okay, there's a serious emergency inside this vehicle, and it's going to throw on the hazards. So it's going to turn on the hazards on the lights. It's going to flash the lights so the drivers around me are aware that there's something going on, and it's going to gradually, over time, slow down this vehicle to 40 miles per hour from 65 or 70, or if you're like me, 75, right? It'll slow it down to 40, and it's going to maintain that 40 miles per hour so other drivers can get out of the way, and it'll eventually come to a complete stop, pull over on the side so you can safely wait for medical help to arrive. That's impressive. It is like having your own droid. This is the Nissan Safety Shield. This is what's coming in our new Nissans. And what's great about Nissan is these type of advanced safety features are normally reserved for cars in the, let's say, $150,000 range. Well, Nissan is bringing this technology because they think it's so important to people like myself and you who can look at this vehicle and say, yeah, that's a little bit more in my price range, right? So that's what I love about Nissan, is because they actually care, and they care about their consumer. And of course, Mossy Nissan is Nissan of San Diego, and we have to get you in to drive one of these new Rogues with the ProPilot. Okay, I could spend all day talking about this new Rogue because I love it, but I want to show you guys the Frontier, okay? It's a great truck at a great value price, and right now we kind of added a little feature to it where I think it really embodies San Diego. So come on, let's go check it out. Tell me when you're ready. Okay. Take a look at the Frontier, right? It's a great truck, great size. We all know that going to the beach during summertime, it can get a little crowded, right? Well, this truck is perfect. Look at the tent on the back. It's a 2-person tent. So if you can imagine cruising your truck down to the beach, everybody's hanging out. You got no spot to put a tent, right? You're not going to take up 2 car spots, but you want a place to hang out, relax, maybe take a little nap in the California sunshine. Look at this tent. And this thing folds right back into the bed of the Frontier. So it holds 2 people. You can actually climb up, hang out, and it even has a little roof on there in case the weather gets bad, but it really won't in San Diego, right? But yeah, check it out. It folds right back into the truck. It takes about 4 to 5 minutes to put this tent all back together, right back into the bed of the truck. So just can imagine hanging out the beach, hanging out in the mountains. You know how we do it, San Diego, right? This is for you. Right here, the Frontier, optional tent. Love it. Okay, now let's go check out the Frontier's big brother, the Titan. Come on over. The 2018 Titan XD. Two versions of the Titan. There's the Titan XD, which is a heavy-duty truck, and there's also the regular Titan, which we'll see next. Okay, you can see the Titan XD. It's a big truck. So where I like to put this truck in the lineup is it's not quite a 3/4 ton, and it's not quite a 1/2 ton. So it's in the middle of both, right? Because really, that's where a lot of truck buyers need. They may need a little bit more than a 1/2 ton truck, but they don't quite want to be in a 3/4 ton truck every day. So Nissan's seen that, and they've designed this vehicle to be just for that perfect truck buyer. So it's got 2 motor options. It's going to have a V8 gas or the diesel, the Cummins diesel turbo, right? Plenty of torque on that one. But it's a big, beautiful truck. Now, I'm sure you can see the flashing lights next to me, right? Who can't? Look at this thing. This is cool. This is our City of Oceanside police truck, which was donated by Nissan with the help of Mossy Nissan. And every time I look at this thing, I just say, very cool. Come around the front, you can see the suspension. So this was all custom done lift kit with Icon suspension, fully adjustable suspension. It just looks tough, doesn't it? Now, I will tell you something with this truck. Although it's obviously built and it's a lot of fun, one of the things it does have, which came in handy, is it's got a thermal imaging camera. So if you can see where the spotlight is, and I'm going to walk you over there, you can see this little camera here. Okay, now this truck obviously was donated to the City of Oceanside, and they use it for different things, but mostly recently with the fires. Okay, so the air quality you really can't see close to the fires. It's completely smoked in. They can't see. They're driving through the neighborhoods, so they actually took this truck out with the thermal imaging camera so they could spot either people that didn't belong near the houses or people that may be in danger or stuck or elderly and didn't understand the evacuation orders. So although we built this for fun and excitement, it actually turned out, unfortunately with the fires, it turned out a little bit more a necessity and a real helpful tool for the Oceanside Police Department. So that was one of the great things about building this truck is, hey, you know what? We did help San Diego, and that was great. Come back around. It's even got a full police cage. You can see all the gear here. Now, I don't want to be arrested, and I don't want to get pulled over, but if I did, I would want to be in this truck. Pretty neat rig. Take a look at the back. They even put lights in the wheel wells. Pretty neat. Look at that bumper. That just says tough. Well, now everyone's not going to want a Titan just like this. But I don't know who would say no to this Titan over here. This is our Pro 4X model. This is the regular Titan. It's a V8 engine. In this truck and the Pro 4X model, I own one of these. Mine's in black. This one's in white. But with a Bilstein suspension and a 4x4 off-road rugged chassis, this truck will get you anywhere. Check out the cool leather with the Pro 4X emblem in there. So although it isn't really a rugged 4x4, it still has all the nice amenities that you'd want in a truck. And one of my favorites, check this out. My step. Now I can get in the back, reach right over, and get what I need. And it just pushes back up. Nice and easy. So Nissan Titan, Now, the truck market's a tough market, a lot of competition, and Nissan stands behind their product, and they're so proud of this vehicle that if you look right over there, it says 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. You won't find a truck out there that the manufacturer is willing to say, hey, you know what, for 5 years or 100,000 miles, we're going to give you a bumper-to-bumper warranty. And once you drive this truck at one of 7 Mossy Nissan locations, you'll know why they did it. It is so solid, and when you're out on the road, you can just feel the quality in this vehicle. All right, come on over. For those of us who have a family, like myself, and need a little room, let's look at the new Platinum Reserve Nissan Armada. Now this is a new design, and this is the Platinum Reserve model. And although usually we start with the front seats, I'm going to start in the middle this time. Look at the space. Now, if you're going to have a large SUV, you're going to want some space, and Nissan delivers it. This vehicle just screams road trip. I don't even want to drive it. I just want to sit in the back. So if you have children like me, you'll appreciate the separation between the two of them, right? Because it's easy. Well, it's not easy. There's nothing easy, right? But it's a lot easier when they're separated. Let's put it that way. And the back has so much room. It's not like your typical third row seat where it's miserable in the back. My kids, the boys don't even mind sitting in the back because it's got so much room. And a lot of the times, I'll even fold these seats forward and I'll stick them in the back so I can't hear them while I'm driving. Don't tell them that. Okay. I know. It's exciting. We have all this stuff. Let's go and check out the Pathfinder. Another family vehicle. With a little bit of rugged off-road. A little bit of family mixed in with the available four-wheel drive option. Now with this vehicle, Nissan really has thought of the family, okay? Because those of you who have ever had a child in a car seat, I don't know, it is the biggest pain to have to take a car seat in and out, in and out. So what Nissan has done is they've designed one side that actually flips and folds so people can get in the third row seat with a car seat just attached. So you can use one side as a regular entrance and exit. The other side you can still use to get in and out of the third row seat, but you will not have to take out the car seat. And those of you who are going through that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And those of you who have, you still haven't forgotten. The other thing that you can tell Nissan is family oriented is because look at the amount of USB ports in this thing. There's a USB port everywhere. Go ahead, take a look in there. You can see they're mounting and a plug. So you have a regular home 120 plug with 2 USB. So when you're driving this vehicle, the people in back will always have at least a USB or some sort of plug to plug in and recharge, right? Screens. You know, I'd love to say my kids don't use them, but they do. That's Nissan thinking. And of course, with the four-wheel drive and the tow package, although this vehicle is very nice and plush on the inside, it's more than capable out here in the snow or in the desert when you need it. All right, come on. I'm excited. We got to keep moving. We got to check this out. Look at this. The Nissan Murano. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous for the 2018 model year. This is a very, 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 like a city SUV, if you will, but I want you to take a look at this interior. This interior, if you open the door, you would not think Nissan. You would think This vehicle's 80, 90, $100,000. Look at the wood, the cooled seats, the trim. Do you want to impress your coworkers, your clients, your friends, but you don't want to spend $100,000 to do it? This is your vehicle. The back seat is designed for just that. A lot of manufacturers fail when they build an SUV like this because they always want to cram a third row seat, okay? Which even if you don't get the third row seat option, it still makes the second row too cramped because they always leave that available space for the third row. Well, Nissan said, we're not doing a third row in this seat. That's not what this vehicle is designed for. If you want a third row, get the Pathfinder, get the Armada. But if you want a ultra luxury SUV that's built with just 2 rows in mind, then the Murano's for you. When you sit back here and you feel these nice cushy seats, you'll know it was designed just for that. Look at that interior. Once again, USBs. It's got a little holder. I think you put your phone right into that little holder. Rear heated seats. Giant panoramic roof. Yeah. Oh, it's closed. That's because we're inside. Neat, huh? Last but not least, you got to come down to the auto show because you got to take your picture next to the, the Stormtrooper. What do you think, San Diego? Got to come down to the auto show today. My kids love it. Bring your kids. Bring them on down here. Let's take a picture with the Stormtrooper. But most importantly, get into our virtual reality. We have a virtual reality booth. That's amazing. It's not like the one where you see people walking around waving their hands inside. It's a complete booth. They'll love it. You'll love it. You got to try it. And military members, don't forget, stop by a Mossy Nissan today and get your free tickets before they go. Okay? Thank you to all military families in San Diego. Thank you for all you do. We definitely appreciate it. Okay, everybody, this is Sean Hogan once again at the San Diego International Auto Show. Don't forget to tag a friend. Don't forget to share this right now at Mossy Nissan SD. But come on down to the auto show. Get down here. Take a look at the Mossy Nissan booth. Take a look at our new 2018 lineup.